CSS is mainly stand for the cascading styling sheet, and it's have a lot of work. It can control the layout of the multiple web pages, and whatever the website you play, you see that you see all that. Uh, what can I see that? You see that web pages on that style, on that cascading style for web pages actually. So CSS is highly important, and CSS is actually highly important. And if you know very well how to use the CSS with the HTML, you can be good at the front-end developer. So web developer mainly use these tactics, and they utilize that day by day. How CSS, like HTML is easy, and already we have discussed many things here in the HTML, particularly like what the elements we can use and all of these things. But it's highly important to know CSS. Now I am talking about HTML links. So already maybe you know that we have discussed like how you can use different colors in the HTMLs, and HTML images. Let's talk about what the actually HTML images and how we can use them very well. So images is actually for the improve the design and appearance of the web pages. Suppose I want to display something, and I have to share some, I mean yeah, literally I have to share something called like, so it's important to image, having the good images on the website. So images are important for the web pages, and if we have good images on our web pages, it's look amazing. So example, like suppose I am giving a simple example to you how to use web page images on the web pages. Suppose this is my image, and it's like what we have to use here, image src is equal to, like you have to whatever the file, your jpg file, image file you have to use your jpg file here. So suppose my file name is big dot uh, great dot jpg. So this is my file name. So as I can use this, we use alt for name alternative, so that can keyword like that. So suppose this is great to code logo, logo. So it's, we can use, it's very easy and simple to using image. So use, and always remember this, like image tag and then src. This is a very important, src we use to go write the image, and it's like then image file here. Okay, so whatever the image file you are using, you can use here. Suppose I am using amz gear.jpg, so any file name is like here we can use. And then you can use alt equal to that image name, and then okay. So this is the easy way you can do images for the you. Now talk about the html images syntax. So what are the html images syntax actually? So html images syntax are like, we use img. Okay, img, this is tag. This tag is used to embed an image. This tag, img tag, used for the embed an image, right, image in the web pages, right? So these images are not technically inserted into the web pages, images are linked to web pages. So this image, suppose this is linked to the holdings space in reference image, right? So this tag is empty. Okay, this is an empty tag, and it contain the attribute only. It's contain what? Attributes. It's content attributes only. It does not have a closing tag, but like in the lastly you see that it's important, to having the closing tag when the body part is there in the document file. So suppose syntax is like that: img src equal to, and then url of the image. So whatever the link of the image is there, you can write there over there. And then you have the alt, that is alternate text. It's like alternate text, whatever text you can write there. Suppose your photo is there, so you can write the name of below your photo, so that can be alternate text, right? So it's in that way. The src attribute is specify the path of the url. So if we write src attribute whenever we embed our image in the file, in the html document, wherever we file them, we use that src, because we believe that the src attribute is specify the path of the url in the image, okay, inside the image file. So you have to note it that the when a web pages loads, so whenever the web pages loads, it sees the browser. So always in the browser that web page is loaded, and therefore make sure that image actually stay in the web page. So that's where we write alt text. And sometime if image is not loaded, at that time only alt alternative text shown over there, okay. So sometime there is a issue that we don't have specifically image loaded due to the server issue and some other issue, and that time there is only some text showed on images, okay. So that is important to writing the alternative in the case of embedding any image. So suppose I am embedding any image in the file, then I use alternative over there arc, so that they can showcase them well. So image src is like images, and then you have the change as jpg, and then yeah, anything you have over there, you have to write the alternative text for that image file. So suppose any file I have in the Genia, so this is like so alternative b is specifically used when there is not image is loading in the display of the server. At that time that alternative text shown over there, so users can easily understand that what the file and what the image was there if even image is not showing on that place. So image html images is very highly important to understand. Now be talking about html images map. So image map be talking about, so like html map that tag define the image map, okay. So it's like it's a define and image map. Image map is a image with the clickable areas, okay. So in the area text, try to click the suppose it's like if we are actually having the map, so at that time we can click the image and go to the url and other links. So suppose here is suppose I'm writing html source code for any image, so you can use that map. The image, suppose for the image is inserted using the image tag. That only difference from other images is that you must add a use map attributes image src equal to workplace dot jpg, okay. So images rc or place.jpg. Alternative is like it's like alt workplace. So you can use the use map, that is suppose is like work map. So actually image map that use map uses to click the from one place to another map. The use map value start with the hashtag. Okay, so use map is the value started with the hash map. Hash map has followed by the name of the image map and it used maps used to create a relationship between the image and image map. So it's like any image you using and that is relationship the image map. Okay, so image is connected with the image map. So any map name that image you have is like work map, and the name attribute must have the same value as the image. And it's like a clickable areas. So in the areas, add the clickable areas. Clickable elements like rectangle, circle, poly, default. Rectangle define the rectangle region, circle define the circular region, poly define a polygonal region, and default define the entire region. Rectangle area the area equal to area shape equal to react chord is equal to 34 270 350 href is like email computer.html. This is the area that become clickable. Okay, so suppose this image is over there, so I can click this and this can open somewhere else and the url save is circle. Okay, so in as this way you can use the image mappers. Now be talking about html background images. So background images on an html element is like to add a background image on the html. Use style attribute and css background image properly. So suppose I am having a background image on the paragraph element, and this one you see can be style equal to background image, and this is the your file for the image that is going to be clickable into the someone else site. This is specify the background image in the style element. So suppose I am writing the style paragraph p and then by image image and then girl style image background image on the page. If you want to cut the page to have background image like body, that background image for the entire page is style and then back body. Okay, so suppose I do the background image for entire pages style. More background image style background repeat.